Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Factorio here in our step-by-step to Megabase series. We actually reached our goal of being a Megabase. Of course this is not literally the end of the series, but we now stepped it all the way up to Megabase status. And if we check for instance the past hour or so, we've been consuming over 870 science packs per minute. In between the episodes, I was securing some more of the perimeter. We now have a bigger and more established perimeter we can take advantage of, and we should be left alone for a couple of hours maybe. Actually, that's not true because I still need to improve on this situation here, but theoretically we can do this remotely. All I have to do is add another blueprint here, an artillery module. And if we do this right, we should be able to paste it right in here, though the radar was a little bit in the way. The robot should then go ahead and build everything for me, and the station is going to open up so new material can be transported over there. And this way we should secure the perimeter here a little bit more, and maybe this is not going to be our downfall. We will have to do the same thing over there, but right now I want to do something else. Now, before I actually go over here, let me fix an issue that I always forget about. Someone noticed that there is a splitter facing the wrong way. Yeah, this one right here. What a bloody bastard. I cut the power. I'm such an idiot. Guys, this is at least an hour ago where I cut the power. Let me rectify this issue. Okay, now we are doing it again. Did I do that? No, I didn't do it with the other modules, thankfully. Yeah, I didn't even notice, but this is why we didn't have the 1000 packets anymore. Well, let me just tell you, I've been producing 1200 packets constantly over multiple hours and it was no issue. But now we're gonna rotate this guy around the right way and now everything should be functional. I'm just making my way over to the third module. I fixed the second one. This one here should have the error as well. Yeah, and I cannot rotate it. Looks like we have our first attacks here, but we did install everything successfully. Ooh, not sure if we're gonna survive this. Actually, the forest makes it easier. Yeah, they don't even make it all the way to the walls. Look at that. How wonderful. Okay, now it's time to make my way back to the base. Keen observers will have noticed that I installed a third module here to smelt the copper. That means we should theoretically have enough copper to set up a fourth mega module. But before I do that, I want to improve on my spidertron army. Right now I have a couple of spidertrons, but I do have to refill a whole bunch of times usually. So what we're gonna do now is add more spidertrons. I have 3 types at the moment. If we check them out, the yellow type carries all the solar panel stuff and a bunch of repair packs. We have the green guys carrying the landfill as well as the flooring. And we have the blue guys basically carrying all the building materials. It looks like at the moment I only have 4 builder guys. Yeah, let's just go crazy a little bit. Why not? So I'm gonna set up a bunch of spidertrons here, just grabbing them out of my requester chest. Let's go with 4 more. Yeah, let's just do 5 and 6. So we have about 10 buildertrons. And then I'm just gonna copy over from my blueprint here. So these guys here are only here, so I can copy this over. And then I should be resupplied with the stuff that's necessary for the grid. So the grid is automatically going to be filled up here, and then I can just copy this over for the next one, wait until I get some more stuff, copy this over for the next one, and so on and so forth. Wonderful. Then all I have to do is take my empty remote, grab one of these. Let me actually get the other ones out of the way. So I'm gonna bind that to you and you're gonna follow your leader as of this point. Then we just clear the remote and do this for each of the spidertrons. There we go. Now I have 10 buildertrons. Let's see what happens if they actually enter the logistics area. That's what I want to see. I'm using all of my 1001 logistics robots. I don't think I'm actually gonna need more robots than this. I mean, this is an exceptional scenario here. Anyway, it looks like we have 6 landfill guys and floor guys. So I'm gonna be adding 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is so convenient. Gonna copy this over and give you that. Ooh, wait. Do I need stuff? Yeah, I'm missing roboports and portable fusion reactors, but I can grab some here out of this chest. Yeah, just give me that whole stack. And just like that, we now have 10 of the green guys as well, which is definitely gonna improve our odds. which is definitely going to improve our odds of being able to finish a module in one go. Now, honestly, the solar panel guys, I'm not so worried about at the moment. I don't even know. How many do we have? Now, it's kind of becoming hard to see, honestly. Let me just walk them around. It looks like we only have 3. Yeah, let's upgrade that to 5. So I'm gonna be needing 2 more spidertrons. I'm gonna copy the yellow guy and paste it for these guys. I'm just missing the roboports, and then these guys can join their group as well. It doesn't really matter who they follow, honestly. I'd rather have them follow a yellow guy if I can. Great, now the solar panels are also incoming. This is absolutely wonderful. Now let me see what happens if these guys all follow me. Come on, come on, come on. Boots, boots, boots. That's what I'm talking about. This should improve my building abilities. Looks like we have a major attack here. I actually had to install some irregular laser turrets because I really went deep in here into enemy territory so that they attack from multiple sides. Okay, now how could we put this to the test? Oh, by the way, let's check the past 10 minutes or so. Did we improve? Yeah, look at that. We're back to 1,200 packs per minute. But considering all of my stations here are purple, which means that we have enough raw resources, we should be able to add another mega module maybe. And the best location to do so would be right here, because it doesn't infringe with too much, just this copper vein, and then everything else should be okay. Yeah, let me make my way over there with my builder army and just see how much we can build. Though I don't think we were currently able to fill up all of the spidertrons because I don't think I had that many materials in reserve. But I think it's going to feel great with all the additional robot power. Now, honestly, at this point, we might need another steel smelting facility. I don't think I can sustain this with just one. So the next steel smelting facility would be going... Ooh, let me see. Is this too much here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I would have to make this a little bit earlier. This sucks. So maybe the next steel smelting facility should just be here on the top. That actually makes much more sense. Yeah, I should build this first. But since we're already going down, let's maybe take apart some stuff. For instance, I'm not going to be needing this mine anymore. This has served its purpose, and that also means I can take apart the train here. Let me get rid of that so it doesn't move out, and I'm just gonna be lazy and blow this up a little bit. There we go. Now we can take this apart. Give me all of that mine stuff, thank you, and we can go ahead and replace that solar array just like that. Now if I check the upstairs, we can estimate how much space we're gonna need, and it would be something along these lines, probably all the way up to here. Yeah, let's just get rid of this part here altogether, and then we can copy it over more conveniently. That's what I like to see. Even taking things apart is rather convenient now. Now, of course, the downside of taking apart something this big, the spidertrons don't actually have the capacity to deal with it. There we go. It is almost completed. I think I need to go back to base very briefly in order to unload everything. But as you can see, we should now have enough space for the entirety of the module. There we go. I think all my robots have arrived as well. Yeah, we should be able to go for another round. But this time around, let's think about the implementation of the next steel smelting area. We basically have the same situation at the bottom, so we don't even have to think about that too much. Let me just go through this theoretically. If we took this part and then pasted it somewhere here, well, somewhere, this is exactly where it would have to go, then we could also connect the rails together, and we already have the future area. Yeah, I think we only have to take apart this vein here, and then we should be good. Maybe reroute this a little bit. Here we are at the mine. Let's take it all apart. There are 2 trains. One I'm already gonna nuke out, and the other one I'm gonna prevent from leaving. So yeah, we're basically being as wasteful as possible in this scenario, and this should allow me to destroy the train again. Now we only have to come down here much earlier. Like, here seems to be a good spot. And then I guess the guys here at the very top, yeah, let's just turn them all the way around here, and then they can also come down this way. Very nice. And just like that, we now should have enough space for the entirety of the module without interfering. Yeah, this actually looks very promising, except there is an intersection here that is a little bit weird. Could I cut this for the time being? Yeah, I think for the duration of the build, it is okay to cut this. So I think what I want to do is take out nature up to this point, and also the power poles. I want to rebuild everything. And we are a little bit lower. Okay, that should be good. Let's make a blueprint. I want to include all of this, even more, all of that. Yeah. In here, I don't really need to include the solar panels. I don't think so. This would be our steel smelter. let me see. Can we already paste it without issues? That seems right. Yeah, there's only trees in the way. Okay, let's get this built. Thank you, thank you. And I'm actually now gonna take apart nature even more. I know you suggested to keep nature intact as long as possible, but most of the trees here are almost dead and I just love my flooring. What can I say? But now we should be able to build a whole lot of this module in one go, hopefully. And I actually might be interested in connecting these two lines together right away. Otherwise, the trains will not have any access. Actually, that is a good thing, right? I don't want to give them access just yet. Only once we finish building it. In this case, let's keep going. It looks like a bunch of my buildertrons are still full. So that could be a slight issue, especially with the blue ones. And then it is extremely hard to figure out which are the ones that are full, that the robots... Oh, actually, right now I do not have this problem. It might also just have been a problem with charging the robots. Okay, now we're starting to build the actual smelting part of the module. And I betcha I can finish this in one go. We are still building. Usually by now I would have gone back to the base at least once. This part is just the best about the game. It feels so satisfying to get to this stage of the game. Good, I'm now gonna try to re-establish these temporary connections here until we have a better solution. Holy cow, we actually haven't stopped building. Yeah, the charging problem seems to be the biggest issue. Something that might get better if we just add more spidertrons. Okay, not too shabby. My guesstimation is that in the end we're gonna need about double the amount of spidertrons we currently have in order to satisfy our needs correctly. But that also means we need to upscale some of the storage that we currently have going on. Like we need more beacon storage, probably also belt storage. But here we are getting a quick refill. Maybe we do need more logistics robots. Let me get a requester chest in here together with a inserter. Let's actually put this over there. That makes more sense. Okay, and then give me logistics robots right there. I'm just gonna request 50 and then I'm gonna hook this up to the roboport. And what we want to do is disable this guy as soon as we detect. Let me actually get this hooked up to the power pole as well so we can see what's going on here. We want to read robotics status. So available logistics robots need to be 2000. No, the total need to be 2000, I think. Actually, available logistics robots would be more dynamic. So we take the X. If we detect that X is lower than, let's say, 50, then we want to activate the inserter. And I just want to do this one robot after another. So that means whenever all logistics robots are used up below the 50 mark, then we're going to be introducing more. And this way we have a scalable number of robots inside of the system when the demand starts increasing. Okay, now I'm going to make my way back to the module and hopefully we can finish this, hook it up, and then we have doubled the amount of steel we're outputting, which should be enough for the next mega module. So we will have 4 mega modules in total, allowing us to produce about 1,600 signs a minute. Here they come. Let's see how far we actually make it. Looks like we're capable of finishing the smelting part already, so theoretically we could hook this up, even if we cannot finish the flooring quite yet. Yeah, you know, it looks like I'm only missing the refined concrete. It looks like I have to double that in my spidertrons here. Let me actually... Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit annoying to copy this over, but let's hook this up now and we should be seeing some trains entering the stations there and then they will be delivering over here. That means we have to introduce 2 more steel trains. We can do that at our launch site. Here are my steel trains, 1 and 2. The second one did not quite work out, but there we go. Waiting for some more fuel. I still forgot the requester chest that is nearby. We definitely need that. As a matter of fact, it looks like at the moment we don't have enough fuel. Yeah, I took apart the extra fuel I was producing because I realized I only did that because of a demand spike and not a real necessity. But maybe I have to rethink this. Yeah, definitely. Spidertrons, get out of my way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I might have to reconsider this, just build 5 stations and then maybe we're gonna make it dependent on a logistic... well, it doesn't matter. They just are gonna stop producing if they're full. We need a little bit of rocket fuel and a tiny amount of uranium. Let's also do 10 pieces and I'm just gonna copy this over for all of these guys so they can start working. Now it's time to set up a requester chest right here and over there. This is where my locomotives are, and if we just aim a inserter in there, we can make sure to immediately fuel up the trains. So I'm gonna request a little bit of nuclear fuel. Let's do about 10. Yeah. And I'm also going to request a bunch of locomotives, a bunch of cargo wagons. Let's maybe do 2 stacks here and another stack of fluid wagons. Copy this over for both of these requester chests and make sure they get the power. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that should be good. So now whenever I set up a train, then the robots are going to take from the storage, and hopefully I can even insert the fuel this way. I'm going to go over here for the 3rd time. The flooring was definitely the issue. No, wait, I want to fix the flooring because I do believe we have enough. Actually, never mind. I think we need to increase the amount we are producing. Now, I don't technically need to produce this anymore. Could we maybe change these requester chests and change these guys here as well? Change these guys here as well. And then theoretically, we should be producing the reinforced concrete if everything goes according to plan. There we go. Now we doubled the amount of reinforced concrete we're building. And inside my buildertron here, I want to make sure we request maybe 1,000 instead of the 500 though. Do I have the space for that? I might or might not. I'm actually not sure. Let me check my buildertrons here. Yeah, I should be able to get 5 more stacks in there, right? Yeah, they are all not too full. Yeah, 5 more stacks are fine. So let me copy this, and now I only want to get my green guys, and I can confirm this on the right side here. I can see the picture. So I'm just going to try to update all the green guys with the correct formula. Wonderful. Now we should be able to finish this build. At the moment it is already working, right? Yeah, we do get a couple of trains in the joint. They are starting to smelt, and then we have our steel trains in here as well. Okay, we actually did it. I can't... What? Oh my gosh, are you serious? That's why I first wanted to take everything apart. Or let me check. No, this is not an issue on the other one. So let's try to finish that. Yeah, I think everything got built except for the electronic furnaces. Good, but with that out of the way, I firmly believe we should be able to introduce another mega module. What are you missing here? Oh no, do we have a petroleum problem again? No, the tanks are still halfway full. It's just requesting trains that are not incoming. If we check our sites here, petroleum, it's a little bit low. On the other side, same issue here. The incoming oil doesn't seem to be a problem. We can fill up the stations, but we might have to consider getting another fluid station in the joint. I mean, we could easily do this on the right side here. So if we copied over this part here, this will go directly there. Yeah, of course, there's still a lot of stuff in the way, but technically it's only this iron ore patch that we would have to reconsider. Before we can actually add the module, I have to make sure that we exchange this intersection, and that also means we have to move the station here a little bit. This is probably going to be the most inconvenient part about this. Let me see, ore station, I want one of you in here, and then I think I'm just gonna turn it around like this, make it go back into the track again. Good, now we should be able to just set up the 4 lines right here. They should be coming down in the future, entering right here into the balancer. And just like that, we should be done with this station. If I now copy over the station, so this actually becomes an iron loading station, then I can just go ahead and send the trains on their merry way. So I want to take this away, and yeah, they should reroute automatically. Good, now time to take apart all of this. We need to rearrange this, and then for a very brief moment I also want to shut down the traffic. This should not take too long. Let me see, I don't think I actually have enough space for this, so let me just get rid of the intersection for now, and then I will want to grab all of this approximately, and I just want to align all of this up. Yeah, it's not gonna work out perfectly. Let me get rid of that as well. Come on, we need to get this placed. Okay, that actually now looks good, except, well, sometimes stuff is gonna be in the way, but at least maybe we can get it already done and then just re-establish all of the necessary connections here. Yeah. Okay, nice. I think I got it fixed, at least to the point where train traffic is possible again. Good, now all I have to do is copy over this part and replace this intersection. And let me see how we can achieve that. Yeah, that looks about right. Geez, there's so much train traffic. I first want to copy over the part. So this is the part that I want to copy over and paste right here. Yeah, we just have to find an opportune moment. Like right now, there's no train in there. And then we can go ahead, paste this in right away. Nice. Good. And with that out of the way, I don't see why we can't just go ahead and build another module. Unless we actually need the fluids. Yeah, the petroleum could be an issue. I don't have enough petroleum. Yeah, so before we build another mega module, I would like to build a 4th liquid station. In order to do that, we would have to grab this part here and, for instance, paste it at the bottom. Oh, we just reached mining productivity 33. Not too shabby. But this would reach about here. The other possibility is that we have it on the other side here. Yeah, if we do this right, we only really have to infringe on this part. So we could make the intersection a little bit earlier here, and then we have this city block in order to build... Oh, actually we need 2 city blocks. Yeah, I would be needing those 2 city blocks, and it would be really convenient to just continue here, but there's still 3.9 million iron in this vein. So, you know, at some point we have to get rid of it. Yeah, so I really think it would be best to put this here at the bottom, but for that I would have to make a blueprint finally. I think even before we build the next mega module, we're gonna take care of more resources. So maybe we can even build 2 mega modules in the next episode, but I decided that we simply have enough iron all the way around. There are so many patches I haven't tapped into yet. Copper is a little bit more of an issue, it's further away, but I think these 2 iron patches, I'm just gonna not mine them out, and this is gonna allow us to build a 3rd iron station, but also build this liquid station here at the bottom with another reactor, and we can just go ahead and copy and paste that in without having to fiddle around here. The only issue here is we're gonna lose a little bit of the crude oil, so maybe I'm just gonna leave this out, and then we're gonna tap into 2 other resources that might actually make a little bit more sense. But you know, a lot of this stuff in the vertical axis is gonna get lost because that's where all of the modules are gonna go, and we can simply not save all the patches. It does not make any sense. So first order of business, we're gonna decommission these mines. I'm gonna allow the trains with some cargo to still deliver, but we're not gonna allow any additional ore to enter the system. Then the same thing here. I'm just gonna get rid of this oil station here, gonna get rid of this rig. Maybe some of it we can implement once the module is standing. Also, it looks like we need to hook up another stone resource. Yeah, I believe I need to hook up one more to a train system, but we can do this in certain areas. Like this station here isn't even full yet. And well, there are 2 trains on their merry way. So I think this here, I might just go ahead and reroute in the future. You can deliver your cargo. Actually, destination is full. Ah, there we go. And then the next one I'm already gonna pick up. All of this come to Papa. Let's clean you up. And there is the 2nd vein, all mine. Thank you. And this actually gives us the space to work with something at least. I guess what we could already do is set up the straits here. And then we just have to reroute this bottom part so we can actually move through this. So I would suggest to first replace this intersection. Ah, that's going to be in the way. Like, can I do that? Okay, we might actually be able to pull something off. It's going to be a risky maneuver, but I think I want to just try it. So, no! Did I? Wait, I think... No. Go. I accidentally took a train apart. It was too quick, but I think I avoided it. And now I should be able to replace this intersection, more or less. Hopefully allowing the trains to go through again. But it does look promising. Okay, very good. I like where this is going. Now we should have the space, though. What are you doing? Don't you have a path? Hold on. I think... Wait, are you waiting for something? I might not have enough lights. Yeah, I can see the problem. This is all connected together without lights. And of course, this cannot be. So if I just quickly make my way over here, I should be able to re-enable the trains. Come on, build all of this. Thank you. And there they go. Wonderful. But yeah, you get the basic gist. What I want for this guy is to move over here. It doesn't really matter where, just out of the way and all the way down. And then it can join the system right at this point again. This way I can also remove this track, and now I will truly have the space to set this up. No, actually, I'm stupid. I need to go all the way over here. Yeah, that will make more sense. So we will actually have to come from all the way over here, and I guess I can also move you up a little bit closer. Then we just make our way through the jungle and we will join up with the rails over there. Okay, be right back. I decided to only make an entry and exit from this side. The trains being at this spot, they don't actually have to move up in any way, shape or form. And of course that now also means I can take away the track right there. Yeah, this is all not needed any longer. And there we are. We now almost have the necessary space to build this. I will still have to move the rail up here a little bit, but you get the basic gist. In the next episode, we should be able to add the oil module as well as the smelter area if necessary, but more importantly, 1 or even 2 mega modules. So it's going to be exciting times. Let's check for the past hour. It's probably an hour since I fixed the error. Yeah, 1200. That's what we should be at least 400 more per mega module. Great. With that out of the way, let's wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye bye.